Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban knife style and jungle survival. In this video, we are going to do a 1-year review of the Boker Plus Tech Tool 1. That's this knife right over here. If you'd like to watch the original review video, do check out the link in the card above or the description below. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to help the channel out. Thanks. Boker Plus is the budget line of Boker, a brand out of Germany, and the Boker Plus knives are made in China, including the Tech Tool series. Now, even though it's made in China, remember they do have Boker's quality control, and their fit and finish and the overall quality is really high. And there are a lot of high-end knives that are coming out of China now in terms of the fit and finish, the knife grinds, and the designs. Now, the Boker Plus Tech Tool series, it's basically their version of the Victorinox Swiss Army knives, but they're slightly larger. Now, this is a slip joint knife. That means there's no locking mechanism, and it's got a nice back spring right over there. Now, I won't go into the specifications of the knife because I've done that in the previous video. I'm going to talk about just owning it for the past year. Now, I haven't really used this as an EDC much. It has rotated in maybe 2 or 3 times, but it mainly sits in my urban tool pouch, or my urban kind of a survival pouch. As I've shared that before, you can check out the link in the card above or the description below as well. And the reason why I carry it is because it's a slip joint, and I can actually travel with that tool pouch as long as I check it in if I'm going by air. And I can carry it to basically any country because it's below 3 inches in terms of blade length. It's a slip joint, and I do have a multi-function because there is this glass breaker here, and that's something you don't really find much in, let's say, a regular slip joint knife. So I thought that's very useful, and the size is also slightly larger than your typical Victorinox knife, for example. So I've got the Victorinox Bantam over here. So this is an 84mm knife. So the standard size, or rather I guess the most popular size, are the 91mm knives. So this is slightly smaller, and you can see it is of course smaller than the Boker Plus Tech Tool 1, and the 91mm will also be smaller. But if I were to compare it between these two, and I did so previously as well, this has a thicker blade, a larger blade. The blade steel, I would say it's about the same. This blade steel is 12C27, so it's a decent stainless steel. And overall, if you think about capabilities of the knife, then just as knife, this is beefier, bigger, it's thicker, it's larger. So if you're looking for, I guess, a stronger kind of a slip joint in the style of a Victorinox knife with that similar spear point blade, then you definitely can go with this. But if we were to compare this with a slip joint about the same size, then I'll use the Real Steel Luna. And this is also a made in China knife, but this will be more of your traditional modern folder. It's a slip joint, but there is this half stop over here, or slightly more than half stop. And this is, I guess, built more like a modern day knife, as you can see in terms of the design. Not that this isn't modern, but I guess you know what I mean in terms of just the contouring and the chamfering on the sides. Both of these scales are G10. The size is similar, I would say, so it's a good comparison. So both fit and finish, they're great. With the Luna, it's thinner, as you can see. Blade stock is about there, but the handles and the liners are thinner, and this is a lighter knife as well. And this of course doesn't have that glass breaker. You can see the difference in the pocket clips as well. But if I were to compare these two knives, I would say that both are great. If you're looking for a really slim, sleek kind of knife, you can go for the Real Steel Luna. But for what it is, I still like this knife a lot. I like that clip better than the Luna. I find this a bit flimsy, but this gives me the additional function, of course, of that glass breaker, and I still get, very confident snap with that slip joint. So this still holds up for me even after a year. Earls are still good with that G10 handle. Absolutely no problem with that. I would say the only thing I would make a consideration of, I guess, is the price. This is actually, the listed price is $50.95 US, and that's quite expensive for what it is. Now, in comparison, the real steel Luna is $42.50 US. And of course, if you talk about the Victorinox Bantam with the regular scales, it's US $23. This is a special Singapore commission, and you can get that in Singapore for about $12 US. And even the A-locks, or the metal version of this, is only US $31. So at over $50 US, the Boker Tech Tool 1 is actually on the pricier side, but it is, I would say, a good knife. I think it's on the expensive side now after 1 year, investing in many different knives and handling many more different knives. I would say that, yeah, at that price, you could probably get some other kind of folding knives that you like, even from China. Brands like Civivi are putting out great knives, CJRB as well, and of course QSP. So if you're looking for a slip joint, I think you can look at other knives before you make a decision on this one. But if you specifically like that Victorinox kind of Swiss Army knife look, and you think that the glass breaker is a great addition for this particular knife, maybe you just think it's great for urban EDC, or you like to put it into a kit, then this knife would be for you. Well, I hope you enjoyed that 1 year review of the Boker Plus Tech Tool 1. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.